Hello YouTube and welcome to a new Techsloth video. I've got here the brand new Apple iPhone 7 and here the older iPhone SE. Okay, older is not that old because the SE was introduced just 6 months ago and is still a pretty neat phone. And a couple of you were asking, should I upgrade from an iPhone SE to an iPhone 7? And the clear answer is no. Yes. Overall, the iPhone 7 is the better device, but it's not enough to do the upgrade yet. So let's find out. I just go step by step through this video. First of all, the devices from outside, build quality, design. What about the displays, the new cameras, the speakers, the performance, battery life, price discussion, and. So both devices are the revival of an old design. The SE is the same case, the same housing as the iPhone 5 and 5S, and the iPhone 7 is the same case as the iPhone 6 and 6S. Despite we got two new colors, as neat as the back on the back side, and the new antenna design and a slightly different camera design, but overall it's definitely the same phone. The iPhone SE is a 4.0 device and the 7 is a 4.7 device. 7 is the name. This is not a coincidence. Of course, it's a coincidence. So in terms of using them, both devices are one-hander. The SE even more than the iPhone 7. You can reach definitely far easier the top on the SE than on the 7, but still I think the S7 is still a one-hand device, even though other manufacturers are able to build a 5.1, 5.2 inch screen in the same sized smartphone. But in comparison with the iPhone 7 Plus or 6 Plus or 6S Plus, the 7 is definitely just a one-hand device, and this is good. But overall, if you want to have some more compact smartphone, the one that fits in smaller pockets, definitely go with the SE, just in terms of design and case. And do I got any scratches on both devices? No, not even on the lightning ports. So both got a very well built quality. Next point are the screens. Both got the same, not resolution, there's a difference, but both got the same PPI value. We got pixel per inch on both devices, 326. So both devices look to you as exactly the same sharpness, or with the same sharpness. We got different resolutions, of course, because if you got the same PPI value on different screen sizes, you need different resolutions to get on the same PPI value, of course. We got 1334 by 750, and we got 1136 by 640. Yes, other devices, Android devices, of course, are sharper, and even you can see the sharpness compared with the 401 ppi iPhone 7 Plus, for example. But if you're only using one of those, both are perfectly sharp and perfectly fine to you. Yes, the iPhone 7 got a nicer display, better viewing angles, better colors, at least on paper. But you will definitely be able to read more outside in the sun with the reflections on an iPhone 7 than on the iPhone SE. The iPhone 7 is one of the best readable screens devices that they are out there. And yes, if you got both devices in comparison, you definitely want to look at the iPhone 7 and not on this iPhone SE, but still the iPhone SE is still okay. In terms of speakers, I don't have to play your little music or here to tell you about the speakers. It's so obviously you got only one mono speaker on the iPhone SE, and you get two speakers on the iPhone 7. The mono speaker down here and another mono speaker up here, and both work together, and the sound is way better, way more volume, way louder, way clearer in terms of sound quality on the iPhone 7 than on the SE. This is something I have to say. The display is slightly better, but the sound, the audio quality is way better on the iPhone 7. Another thing that's slightly better is the camera quality. Both devices got the 12 megapixel camera on the backside. Because of the thicker housing of the iPhone SE, the camera lens is inside the case, and on the iPhone 7 it stands a little bit out. Yes, sure, but what does this mean in terms of video or photo quality? Yes, the iPhone 7 does better pictures, slightly better pictures in daylight, and even more better pictures when it gets darker. Yes, and it also the same applies for video quality, which is also better on the iPhone 7. And the iPhone 7 got a feature that was formerly only available to the iPhone Plus series. We got an OIS, optical image stabilization, so you get way more smoother camera movements or videos on the iPhone 7. Yes, you still can get them, or in terms, yes, you can still get, but the same quality on an iPhone SE, but it's way harder to achieve. Here with OIS, it's just an ease to move the camera around and get a stable video. We got another difference, and this is on the front side, and there's a big difference. We got a 1.2 camera on the iPhone SE and a 7 megapixel camera on the iPhone 7. And on paper you would say this is a huge difference. And I have to say, in terms of video quality, yes, 720p videos, 1080p videos, full HD, HD ready video quality. You can see it, it's not magic. There's a difference, yes. I still think Apple could have done it to enable the iPhone 7 to record 4K videos with a front-facing camera, but they didn't. So I have to say video quality is way better in terms of resolution, and picture quality in terms of taking a selfie or so is also better, but not that much as you would assume, having the megapixel difference in mind. What about audio quality, microphone, taking a call or anything? No, definitely it's the same. I also got the same SIM cards here inside. So on the same network, I get the same connection, the same quality of connection to my carrier. No problems or no differences are there. Then what in terms of performance? Both devices got 2 GB of RAM. Yes, the SE got 2 GB of RAM. We got the A9, we got the A10. And I have to say, doing your normal stuff, playing around, reading, surfing the web, social media, watching videos, gaming, just do your normal daily stuff, listening to Spotify, watching Netflix or whatever you do, totally no difference at all in terms of performance. No, maybe in the future, maybe in 2-3 years we will see a difference, or we will note a difference because of the new A10 Fusion quad-core CPU, but I wouldn't count on that. Now is the thing that matters, and I have to say, in daily life, no performance differences at all. In terms of battery, everyone would assume the iPhone 7 got a better battery life, because we got here a 1600 mAh battery and we got here a 1900 mAh battery, mAh hours battery. But at the end of the day, doing exactly the same stuff with both or on both devices, the iPhone SE still got around 10 to 15% more battery than the iPhone 7. So there's a clear battery life winner, and that's the iPhone SE, and I found this astonishing. And yes, I have to say the iPhone 7, in my review video about the iPhone 7, I have to say the battery life was not that good, and in comparison to the iPhone SE, it's definitely not good. And I can't, I mean, they got 300 milliampere hours battery life capacity difference here. Yes, it got the smaller CPU, yes, of course, the smaller CPU or the less powerful CPU and the less energy saving CPU and the smaller screen. But we also know the discussions between the normal iPhone and the iPhone 7 Plus, for example. And it was always so that the bigger battery, and even with a bigger screen, you get better battery life on an iOS device. And in terms of iPhone 7 compared to the SE, this is not the case. The iPhone SE is the battery winner. Last point, what about storage and prices? And this is an interesting one because you get the SE in 16 and 64 gigabyte storage capacity, and there is no 16 or 64 version on the iPhone 7. We only got 32 gigabytes as a basic model, 128 and 265, or it's 256 gigabytes. So they're hard to compare. But the entry-level prices are, at least here in Europe or here in Germany, 760 euros. Compared to 480 euros. So we are close to 300 euros price difference here. Okay, it's 280 or 280 euros price difference. If you assume it's hard to get the storage level for the same price, but I have to say, if you compare the basic models, it's clear that the iPhone SE is the better price, money, value smartphone. Yes, of course. And I have to say, I would assume 200, maybe up to 250 euros would be a good match between those devices as in terms of price difference. I have to say, under normal live testing, I have to say 200 euros is okay. If you're reselling those devices in 2 to 3 years, maybe you get 150 euros price difference. So this would be more the price point where you can say, if the iPhone 7 costs only 150 euros more than the SE, go with the iPhone 7 in terms of money, in terms of price value, just in this one. But I would assume most of you guys just decide by the size of the screen which one do they want to use, and the second one in terms of design, because they're so differently in terms of design. And in terms of all the hardware points we just discussed, yes, better display, way better speakers, slightly better cameras, same performance. Here we got the better battery life, we got the smaller device, and we still got a headphone jack. And one thing I totally forgot about is the home screen. Not home screen, the home button. You got still here something to press, a real button to push. And I have to say, yes, you get used to the Taptic engine. Yes, it's maybe a nice feature. And when you charge the devices, you all know this burp, burp. Let me get the camera lightning cable. And you know everything. Everyone knows what now happens when I plug it in. This is so annoying. And now listen to what happens here. It's just a zoom. This is so nice, and I see so much potential for the Taptic engine. This is something I'm really looking forward to. So overall, you now know the differences between both devices. I still have to say the iPhone SE is still a great phone with maybe 80 to 90% of the hardware, of the power features of the iPhone 6s, and we already got the comparison between the iPhone 7 and the 6s. And I hope you know now everything you wanted and needed to know. This is good. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you all in the next video. Bye.